shares. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vashata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gau Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. All right, before I get started, open your notebooks, please, everyone. So please write down the session number and the date for today. This will be your 7th session, correct? And the date is 7th June, and we are discussing the 7th session. And the very first question that you wish to answer for yourself is, write down all the toolkit frameworks, whatever we have discussed. We discussed 4 of it right now, until now. So just write down whatever you remember, if potentially without looking at the notes. I told you, come prepared. Don't look at the notes. How? Guest appearance? Oh, you were having coaching, huh?
Yeah, I had too many classes.
Okay, no problem. Come. We'll have a separate session for you later on. Okay. Sorry? What is that? Okay, so what do I do now? Yeah, so do that. 7th. So question here is, okay, got distracted. Today is the 7th session, you've written the date, the 7th June, Sunday morning, 11 a.m. So now the question that I'm asking you, we have discussed certain frameworks and toolkits for handling certain situations. Write down those things that you remember. Unless you remember that, then how would you remember to use that? So you take a minute, 60 seconds, no cheating allowed, no looking back to the notes. Put a little pressure on your head and see if you can remember. What all did we discuss? Of course, for the first session. Okay. And no discussion. Thoda idhar aao. One arm distance from each other. Move, move, move. Okay, good. Good morning, Aishwarya. So, you just signed in. So, question for you. Rashmi, I don't know who Rashmi is. So, question for those who just signed in. Oh, kya naam hai? Shinayu, yeah. Come on, kids, have your name written. I can't remember all the names. You have your mother's name written. How would I remember? Okay, so write on the date, the 7th session. And the question for you is, without looking at the notes, please write down, list out all the frameworks, toolkits that we shared until now for helping you handle certain situations of life. To begin with, our session began with helping you how to make decisions. So we discussed the decision arc, remember? So like that, for each chapter we discuss one of the tool kit that you would need. And everyone has got the book here today? Yeah, keep your book in front if you have it. So, good. It's okay. Done? No. Not remember? Only one. That one, though, I only told decision. That's what you wrote. Therefore, I thought there's no point of continuing for long. You guys need to spend some time what we have discussed. Therefore, we'll make it as the last session. But anyways, all right. Whatever is your situation, I'll help you remember through the session. Is the presentation visible? So today we are in the seventh session. Your mind, best friend or worst enemy. Everyone, please look up at the screen now. You can put your pen and paper down. That's okay. Whatever you can remember. So a rapid fire round. A rapid fire round. A rapid fire round. Be honest. Be honest. How many of you sat down to study and picked up your phone within 2 minutes? How many of you have an experience? You sit down to study and within 120 seconds, your hand, without your knowledge, starts moving on the table and finds the phone and holds the phone in the hand. How many of you do that? Please raise your hand. Okay, okay. How many open Instagram just for a second and spend 30 minutes? Okay. तुम लोग का इंस्टाग्राम बंद करा तुम्हें. Okay, okay. No, no, what, everything remains here. I'm not going to go and tell your parents. Okay, so we have that experience, isn't it? Okay, let me ask this question. Probably it's not over here. How many of you had that experience that you decided to sit and study, you sat down, and you had probably planned for 30 minutes? Have you ever done that? I'm going to sit and study for 30 minutes. After 5 minutes, you started feeling thirsty. After 10 minutes, you were feeling hungry. After 12 minutes, you were like, if I don't drink and eat, I will die. It's too much hunger and too much thirst. At the 13th minute, you got up from your place. You went to the kitchen to get a glass of water. And you never came back ever. How many of you have done that, Richard? Okay, okay, okay. So, where are the kids, online kids? Yeah, they're here. Okay. All right, the third scenario. How many decided I will sleep early? And then you were scrolling on your mobile phone until 1 a.m. in the night. It could be 11 a.m., it could be 12, whatever it is. How many of you have done that? Or how many of you are just spending time in the late evening hours just doing something? You could have actually slept off in time, right? So here's the thing. If you notice one thing, okay, what do you notice in all the scenarios? Were you aware what is the right action and what is the wrong action? But we all chose to do the right action, wrong action. What does it mean? What does it indicate? It is not that you didn't have the knowledge, but yet we chose to do the wrong action. What does it mean? What does it teach us? You had the right intention, but there was something which overrode your intention and made you do something which kind of helplessly happened. Yes. So it was a strong mind that pulled us away from the right choice to the wrong choice. That's it. That's the reason I asked in the very beginning. Slide deck, please. The most difficult thing is to control the mind. All right, you have the mic. Please start reading. Keep it on.
In all three cases, you knew what was right.
Correct? Mm-hmm.
But something overrode your decision.
Correct. Okay.
It wasn't the phone. The phone was in the other room and you got up to get it.
So, what was the problem? And the problem was the mind. It was our mind. Let's open the book. Everyone, have you got the book? All right. You can just pick up the book from here. There would be a book over there. What are you doing, gentlemen? Oh, water. There's no glass? We'll get you the glass. Don't worry. You come back. Just get them some water. All right. Ritesh, this is your chance to do, okay? All right, chapter 6, page number 63. Let's begin reading the story. Ritika, you begin, then we have Aishwarya, and then Akriti, and Shinayu. Start reading from page number 63, the story that is given there.
Hare Krishna. Chapter 6 The Mind Problem or Power Dhyana Yoga. One of the most common things people tell me is about their mind. My mind is not in my control. When I lie down to sleep, thoughts keep chasing me. When I sit to work, I'm distracted within minutes. Who doesn't relate to this? I've had my own share of this struggle. Growing up, I often wondered why controlling the mind felt so difficult. I tried different techniques, different forms of meditation. Some helped temporarily, some didn't help at all. But the underlying problem remained. The mind seemed to have a life of its own.
Thank
Real
you.
clarity came when I
Yeah, real clarity came when I studied chapter 6. All right, Ashwarya, please continue. Thank you, Ritika.
What struck me first was Krishna's honesty. He doesn't exaggerate, he doesn't promise instant mastery, he doesn't sell shortcuts. Instead, he clearly explains what kind of mind control is possible and what is not. Then he gives essence. The mind can be brought under control through two things: practice and renunciation. At first, it sounded almost too simple, but the more I sat with it, the more practical it becomes.
Thank you, thank you. So, real clarity came when I studied chapter 6, and it was about that we need to control the mind. And the good news is, the mind can be brought under control. And how to bring the mind under control? Through practice, which we'll see in the chapter. That is through practice and renunciation. All right, the light students from here, please begin. You have the mic. You can start reading. We are all excellent. You can shoot
We're
it
all
properly.
excellent at distraction. Why? Because we practice it constantly. Notifications, endless scrolling, constant switching between tasks. What we practice, we become good at. So if we practice distraction, the mind becomes restless. If we practice focus, the mind learns to settle.
Continue.
The mind is not broken, it's trained. But practice alone is not enough. Krishna adds renunciation, and this is where the teaching became very concrete for me.
Thank you. The next student.
Think of it this way: if you are sick, you take medicine. But along with medicine, the doctor also gives dietary restrictions. If you ignore those, recovery doesn't happen. Meditation is a medicine, renunciation is avoiding what worsens the condition.
What it means is imagine you're doing the meditation for 15 minutes a day, but then you spend 45 minutes wasting time on social media. That's the whole idea. So when Krishna says practice, abhyasa, and vairagya, which means if you're accepting the good, then you have to make sure you don't do the wrong thing. Then otherwise it again conditions the mind. So when you go to a doctor for a treatment, doctor gives you the medicine, but he also gives you the dietary requirements. You're taking the medicines, but you're not following the dietary requirements, then you will not get cured in time. So what is a medicine? That is mantra, meditation. What is the dietary requirement? To avoid those things which conditions our mind in the other direction. So take care of that. That much determination we need. Please continue reading.
You cannot expect deep meditation with a phone beside you, buzzing every few minutes. The mind doesn't stand a chance. Things that distract need to be reduced. Things that agitate need to be avoided.
Okay, so matter of fact is we cannot avoid phone now. Probably we cannot avoid social media now. It's very difficult. But how can we minimize it? Can we minimize it? Can we reduce our interaction with it? Let's say you're sitting down and study now. So how can you create a distraction-free environment? Yes, Achintya? Yeah, you can come forward. So it's easy for Apurva to pass on the mics. Agya.
um, just create an environment in which it's the items you're distracted by, they're not easily accessible.
Correct.
Like for example, you're studying, so you can keep your phone in the cupboard drawer, so you'll have to get up, open the cupboard, and it's gonna also keep the phone silent as well. So
Okay, you're in the right direction. So what we cannot avoid, we can at least try to reduce. And what we can do to reduce it, maybe put our phone in a silent mode. You're still young. I don't think so you'll get such an urgent call. You can even put in flight mode for that half an hour or 45 minutes. And then if you have decided to sit down for 30 to 45 minutes straight, study. And after that, you can get up, you can check your phone for 5 minutes, you do whatever you want to do, and then again come back to study. But imagine if you're studying and you keep the phone next to you and it rings, it buzzes. Every other second you'll get distracted. And it takes more time to come back and develop focus again than to get distracted. Distraction can happen within a moment. So, in terms of practice, if we're trying to cultivate focus, then reduce distraction. And how can we reduce distraction is something that I gave. This is how many of you agree that's possible for me to do it? At least when I'm studying, when I'm in class, I can put my mobile phone in silent. So is mobile in silent now? Put it now. Okay, practice right away. Put it in the silent mode so you don't get distracted. All right, who was reading ahead? Please go ahead, read it. Mike, oh, Panchali, you have the mic, you can read. Oh, Panchagano, Achintya. Page number 64. You cannot
You
expect.
cannot expect deep meditation and with a phone beside you buzzing every few minutes. The mind doesn't stand a chance. Things that distract need to be reduced. Things that agitate need to be avoided. This is personal. For some, it may be unhealthy associations, for other, excessive scrolling. For some, late night habits that leave the wind dull by morning. Each of us has to identify our own triggers. I remember a specific experience from my student days at Ohio State. A friend introduced me to chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Try this sincerely, he said. It's very powerful. At that time, my schedule was unusual. I worked through the night in my research lab and rested during the day. One evening at exactly 7 p.m., I decided to try it, just 7 minutes. What followed surprised me. My mind became calm, mental clutter reduced. There was a deep sense of peace, not dramatic but unmistakable. That entire evening felt different. So I decided tomorrow again, same time. Then the next day and the next. Soon it became impossible to do without. That was the beginning of my journey into mind management. Not theory, but experience.
So, what you're learning may be theory here, but there are also practical tips. As you all agree that we can minimize distractions. When you go back at your home, make sure you practice that. Just like I gave an example of my own taking up to chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It was experimental. And when I started doing it, I started liking it. And I felt there was a way I was able to get more control on my mind. And that's how I began my practice. All right, please read the last paragraph. Pass on the mic. Why chapter 6 matters?
Why chapter 6 matters. The mind is not the enemy. It is not a curse. It is a muscle. With the right practice and the right restraint, it can become our greatest ally. When the mind connects with the Supreme through meditation, peace stops being temporary and becomes natural. What you practice daily, your mind becomes. Meditation without renunciation is medicine without diet.
Perfect. So, training the mind. We can pass on the mic here. We'll come back to that. Let's go back to the slide deck again. So, this is about the mind, and this was my experience. So, please read. Pass on the mic. Oh, you can start reading if you have the mic. Things on the slide.
Your mind is not broken, it's trained. And right now most of us have trained it in distraction.
How many of you have experienced that it's easy for me to get distracted? And why it is so easy for me to get distracted? Because I train it every day. I practice it every day. Every time I want to do something, then I pick up an object of distraction and then I get absorbed in that object of distraction. So that's the idea. The mind is not broken, it is trainable. And we have trained ourselves to become distracted. And chapter 6 is about teaching us how to retain our mind. Please write down. I have not intentionally written it, so all of you can write on your notebook. So, what is Krishna's approach towards mind control? Write down. Lord Krishna's approach is Lord Krishna's approach is not Lord Krishna's approach is not try harder. It is train smarter. What is the meaning of try harder? Is Signing off your mobile, signing off from your social media accounts, switching off your mobile and not accessing for the whole day. That's harder. But Krishna says train smarter. What is train smarter? Rather than giving up, start avoiding it, minimizing it. That's doable because you know that after 45 minutes I can still get back to the mobile. But to say avoid it, let's say if I have to tell you, you're okay from today onwards, no more smartphone. Today onwards, no Instagram, no YouTube. That's going to be very difficult. But if I say, okay, you have access to all of that, but at least during your study slot, that time, keep it in silent. So 45 minutes, can you manage? That's still doable. And that is the point Krishna is saying here through this chapter. Don't try harder birds, try smarter. Okay, please, next student, pass on the mic. Read on the slide.
The mind is your greatest friend or your greatest enemy. The difference is training.
Mm-hmm.
Calm mind before exam, you remember everything. Focused mind in conversation, you connect.
So mind is the greatest friend, is the worst enemy, which means your mind is calm. How many of you experience that recalling becomes easy during the exam time? I believe your parents would be telling you before the exam, sleep well. Don't take much stress. So that when you go to the exam hall, you can recall better. But if you're disturbed, you're sleepy, you can't recall better. That's the idea. So calm mind, slide deck please, unless you do not get to see. So calm mind before exam, you remember. How many of you agree if the mind is focused, let's say we are talking right now, and if you pay attention, then you can really connect and you can see what is happening. But imagine sitting here, but your mind is somewhere else, and you don't have your focus here right now, then you will not connect with the subject or with the speaker. So that's the advantage. If mind is controlled, life becomes easy. Next student, please read. What happens when mind is out of control?
Panicked mind before exam, you forget what you studied. Distracted mind in conversation, you miss what matters.
So before exam, if you panic, then it's very difficult to remember. Anyone have had that experience? Before exam, you were stressing out, and when you enter the exam hall, you had a tough time. None of you girls? So Achintya had the experience. Yes, that happens. Okay, how many of you have the experience? If your mind is distracted in a conversation, you don't hear only what's happening. How many of you have that experience? And then your parent or your friend or teacher saying, didn't you understand? What did I say? But your mind was off. Not only you, have seen in grown-ups also. They seem to be talking to you, but they're totally distracted in mind. And that is what the uncontrolled mind does. Please read the last line.
Same brain, same person, different mind state, different outcome.
So, different mind state, which means it will give you different end results. Continue.
Arjuna's honest objection.
What did Arjuna said? The 6th chapter, verse number 34. Please read out.
Krishna, the mind is restless, turbulent, and impossible to control, like trying to catch the wind.
So what it mean by restless? Which means if you're sitting and studying here, you'll be thinking about your academic subject. If you're going to a coaching, you'll be thinking about, oh, we could have had this class. Or you are in either of the place, you might be thinking about your friends playing out somewhere. How many of you have experienced always running around elsewhere? That is the idea of restless. Turbulent, which means once it decides to do something, then it's very difficult not to do it. Then we are like a puppet in the hands of a mind. That is what turbulent. And impossible to control. How much ever you try to convince your mind doesn't agree. And that's the reason Arjuna is saying, I can capture the wind but not the mind. So what did Krishna says? This is 635, very beautiful verse. Please go ahead.
Krishna doesn't disagree.
Which means Krishna agree. Yes, mind is extremely powerful, but...
He says, yes, it's hard, but not impossible.
And then Krishna says, I'll give you 2 tools. So please write on your, give the mic. Please write on your notebook. The framework for mind control. The framework for mind control. How to control the mind? There are 2 tools that Krishna gives. And we call that tool as the mind's diet. The mind's diet. Please read.
The mind diet. If you're sick, the doctor gives you medicine and a diet. Ignore the diet and recovery doesn't happen.
Okay. So please go on page number 66. Training the mind in your book. Go ahead, Kavya. Please read out the first paragraph.
Training the mind. When I first attempted silent meditation, I was surprised, not by peace, but by how loud my mind became. Every unresolved thought, every suppressed worry, every half formed plan came rushing forward. I thought meditation was broken. Years later, I understood the noise was always there, meditation simply revealed it.
Continue.
Therefore, Lord Krishna reveals that the mind can elevate you or imprison you. This chapter lays out the discipline of meditation, dhyana yoga, and the conditions required to make the mind a true ally. But Lord Krishna is honest. The path is demanding. It requires steadiness, restraint, and an environment that most people today struggle to maintain.
All right. So it requires little determination. And then, please go to page number 68. Who would like to read? Shinayu? And now Panchul is also there. Panchul, you read. Page number 68 in the book. Real life application. Training a restless mind.
68. Training a restless mind. The scenario. You sit down to meditate or simply to focus on important work. Within seconds, your mind has wandered. You replay arguments, anticipate imaginary futures, check your phone, drift into
Cravings.
carvings or follow into worry.
Cravings, not carvings. Cravings.
Oh, okay. Drift into cravings or fall into worry. Nothing external is pulling you. Your own mind is.
So, what is the Gita principle? Please read out. Please read.
The Gita principle. The mind becomes steady through regular practice and gentle redirection, not through suppression. Lord Krishna recommends an environment of simplicity, cleanliness, and consistency. Bhagavad Gita 6.10 to 15, but also acknowledges limitations. In Kali Yuga, the mind is especially restless. Therefore, chanting Lord Krishna's name is more efficient and accessible than classic meditation.
All right. This is 64, 67 verse, 46 and 47 verse of chapter 6. Please go back to the slide deck. So let's take a look at the toolkit. What is the mind's diet? So two things that Krishna says that you wish you can write down, and that is abhyasa, the exercise. Abhyas, the exercise. You can write abhyas or you can also write exercise. Draw a column. Please draw a column. Draw a line on the page in the middle, and on the one side you write the exercise, abhyas. What you practice, your mind becomes. If we are watching 2 hours of reels, Instagram reels or Facebook reels, then we are training our brain to need new stimulation every 15 seconds. Just example, the exercise, you understood? So if you're spending 2 hours on watching Instagram reels, then you have trained your mind to need stimulation every 15 seconds, and therefore you can't focus for even 30 minutes. Your 30 minutes have got so many 15 seconds, and every 15 seconds, each minute has got 4 times. So 120 times you are craving to really take a hold of mobile phone and see what's happening on social media, because we have exercised our brain or trained our brain like that. So that is first thing. Second column, the diet. We discussed the exercise, now the diet. And what is the diet? Remove what worsens the condition. Abhyasa is to practice, abhyasa is to exercise, and the diet, vairagya, is to give up, which is not helpful. And I've given an example. Imagine if you do 5 minutes of meditation, which is all good, but you spend 45 minutes arguing in a group chat on a social media. What will happen? The 5 minutes did not fail. What you did for 5 minutes, that was good. But what happened? The 45 minutes that you spent on arguing on a group chat It undid everything that you did in 5 minutes. So therefore, we should avoid things which are going to further contaminate. That is the idea of. And the modern neuroscience calls this neuroplasticity, while Krishna called it 5,000 years ago. So what to do? Two things: to follow and to give up, to exercise and to have the right diet. This is how we control the mind. Okay, let's take a look. Quick check. There is a little question. We'll move forward. Please, you have the mic. Please read out.
Who does Krishna declare to be the highest yogi?
So I'm going to give you options and let's see. Some of you might be aware. Please read out the options.
A. One who performs strict physical postures. B. One who renounces all possessions. C. One who worships demigods for material benefits. And D. One who worships Lord Krishna with faith and thinks of him always.
What is the correct answer? D. Yeah. So this is just a. Please continue reading.
The highest yogi isn't who can twist their body best, it is who can connect their heart to something higher.
All right. Let's test this right now. Close your eyes. Sit straight. Sit straight. Understood? Keep your notebook down. Eyes closed. Put a timer for 60 seconds, please. So you have 60 seconds silence. You don't have to say anything, nothing have to be done. What you have to do in this 60 seconds, count your number of breath. Inhale, exhale. One inhale plus one exhale is equal to one breath. Count to 10. And if you reach up to 10, then start over. And your exercise begins. Are you ready? You have 60 seconds to do it. Count your breath, inhale and exhale, and that equals to 1. Do it for 10 times. And then if you do it, repeat it. Your timer starts for 60 seconds. Now, go ahead. Keep counting your breaths. If you reach up to 10, restart. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Please open your eyes. ज़्यादा गहरी नींद तो नहीं आई? So how was the exercise? How many of you were able to count your breaths? How many of you felt it was difficult? You were losing focus. You were getting distracted. Anyone? Anyone would like to share the experience? What was going on? Were you able to count up to 10 and restart? Count up to 10. It was happening smoothly. No worries about it. What was the mind doing? My mind was just focusing on counting. Okay. Anything else the mind was doing? Focus outside what was happening. Okay. That's okay. Those are the things. Now this is just one exercise of we call as meditation or stillness. Now here the thing is, you did it for 60 seconds. But if you increase its duration, then it becomes a little painful. Are you getting it? Okay, let me ask this thing. In the end I said 10, 9, 8, 7. But as the time was passing by, were you feeling little uneasy? Little pressure? You didn't feel it at the time. Maybe we can try it next time for 10 minutes. It will become a little heavy for 10 minutes. We'll do another exercise right now. Yes, please go ahead. You're saying something? Okay. That actually builds up. After 1 minute, it builds up. All right, please go to page number 16 in the book. There is another exercise mentioned. We'll do that now. There are different meditation. This is one type of meditation, and we'll take a look at what the book says. Page number 69. How to apply it. Okay, please pass on the mic. Or let's call our online students. Akriti, would you like to read? Page number 69, how to apply it.
How to apply it. Start with a small, consistent practice, but some reminders before that. What meditation is not. Before we begin, let's clear some common misconceptions. Meditation is not stopping thoughts, it is changing your relationship with them. Meditation is not emptying the mind, it is directing the mind towards something higher. Meditation is not escaping life, it is preparing the mind to engage with life more clearly. Meditation is not instant peace, it is steady practice that gradually transforms the inner landscape. Lord Krishna does not promise Arjuna immediate stillness. He promises that with practice, the mind can become an ally. One
Now,
minute practice.
there's a 1 minute practice. Akriti will read out and then we'll try that 1 minute practice. Akriti, go ahead.
1 minute practice. Try this right now. Sit comfortably, spine straight.
Try
Close
this
your
out
eyes.
now.
Take 3.
Try this out. I mean, if you're reading it, it is telling you to sit comfortably with spine straight. Then what are you reading it if it's not going inside? Okay. Next, you don't have to, you have hearing. Akriti is reading. What you hear, keep doing that. Next line, Akriti, slowly a little bit. Next line.
Close your eyes. Take 3 slow breaths.
All right. Follow. Close your eyes. Take 3 slow breaths. Yes. Continue. Next line.
Silently chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Please start silently, softly. Go ahead, Akriti. 4th point.
When the mind wanders, and it will, gently return to the sound.
Okay. Mind gets distracted. Bring it back to the sound. Bring it back to the sound. 5th point and the last point.
Continue for 60 seconds.
Continue for 60 seconds. Akriti, please start the exercise yourself now. Online students, close your eyes. 3 deep breaths. Sit comfortably and start chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. 3, 2, 1, 0. Everyone, please open your eyes. Any thoughts, any experiences? Good, bad, ugly? How? Anyone like to share their experience? Did you observe anything about your mind? Yes, please give her the mic.
Whenever I didn't hear my own voice and I heard like others, then my mind would get distracted. But as soon as I became more louder and like heard myself, I would become focused again.
Okay, so when your mind was focused, did you felt more relaxed? More peaceful? Thank you for that. Next, anyone else? Online? I don't know how well did you do the exercise. Share something, what happened? You can say nothing also happened. It was nothingness. That is also okay. Girls, go ahead, mic is coming. Pass on the mic. Say something or say nothing.
I think that I wasn't loud enough to hear my own voice.
So what was happening?
I was just whispering, and
That's okay. What was your mind doing?
I was trying to focus, but uh, like one or two times it wandered.
Okay.
At the start, I was listening to my own voice, and when you started chanting, then like I was just listening to your voice.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Same.
Okay. Anything, boys? Okay. Nothingness. Okay. So how many of you regularly chant here? Raise your hand. Occasionally? Okay, so at least regularly, occasionally, some part of it. So if I compare both the results, having the stillness and having this, which gave you better experience? The stillness, where you're counting your breath. Remember that? That exercise and this exercise, which gave you better results, where your mind was more focused, easy. And you know why stillness? Because you did it for the first time. Because you had it for the first time, that was the first time your mind was. So anything is new, mind is by default more focused. Anything what we are used to, mind says, "Pata hai na mujhe." I already know of it. And therefore that feeling gets a distraction. Therefore, so for some of you, when I started chanting, focus became easy for you. Why? Because that was not new, that was not something old for you, that was something new to your mind. And that's the reason I started chanting. If I would not have chanted, you would have continued, you would have got distracted in your chanting. That's the whole idea about it. So at least some idea you got with your mind in terms of it's still easy for the mind to get distracted. Okay, let's go back. A quick exercise now. The mind audit. Please write down this in your notebook. The mind's audit. Draw a 2-column. The mind audit. Be honest about your mind is being fed right now. So in first column, write down feeding my mind, and second column, write down draining my mind. So feeding my mind, that's the left column. In that left column, list out all the things potentially that you do regularly or that you can do that will make your mind more calm, more sharper, more focused. It's about feeding my mind, right? It's about giving it a strength. So what all potentially you can do which will give your mind strength, make it more calm, make it more focused. Please write down. How can you positively feed your mind? Don't look at the screen, I have given the options. So focus. You see what you can. What can we do to give strength? What can we do? What can we feed to our mind which will give us more, which will give more focus to it? Any thoughts? Yes? Doing? Doing your work. Okay, what else? What will give strength to the mind? Okay, no problem. Let's go to the second exercise. On the right hand side, write out all those actions that you know or think drains your mind, which brings it more distraction, or which does not allow you to maintain your focus. So on the right hand side, list things you regularly do that leave your mind more restless, more anxious, more dull. Things and activities that I do which make my mind more restless, more anxious, or more dull. What are those activities? Have you got some data for both the columns? Sure? All right, pair up. You share your struggle with her, and she will share her struggle with you. And after listening to her struggle, any advice that you can give her, how she can strengthen her mind, please do that. You both pair up, you both pair up, and both of you pair up. No problem, write it. So many options. You're still writing? Okay, just write down one or two options and quickly get into the meeting. We'll give you 90 seconds for this exercise. So first 30 seconds you speak, other 30 seconds the other person will speak. And then you give solution to each other. Okay, let's start having a conversation quickly. For those of you online, Hare Krishna. I don't know how to do it for online. So, if we can break out the rooms now. How do I break out? Do I have the, you can do that? So put Ritika and Aishwarya together and Panchul and okay? Shineyu together. Apuva, quickly go ahead. Put the breakout room. क्या हुआ? चलो एक दूसरे के सामने बैठ के चर्चा करो. सर, बहुत लिख लिया आपने. अभी एक्सरसाइज खत्म हो जाएगी. आगे आओ. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. Are you able to do the breakout, Apurva? Otherwise, make me host. I can do that. Because I've done that in the past. Yes, put them in one room. So all of you gonna get out of this room, gonna get into the smaller room. You will get a notification on your window. Please accept it. So you get into a small room. And you know the exercise. Share your struggles, share your strength. Here to the struggle of other person. If you have something to advise, please advise them. Now you got the request for the room. Please enter the room. Leave this window. Accept the room and please move. I just wanted them with the book. You can still go ahead and from the top you take. So they, the top captures the book in the hand. ऐसे करके you do it. So, has your friend got some good advice for you? Okay. Okay, no problem. Still try. Have a conversation. Achintya, I have not asked you to write an essay. He's done long ago. He's waiting for you. Move forward. Go ahead. Now discuss. No, not you don't have to hand over the notebook, Baba. You just speak to each other. Go forward. Come on. You need babysitting here. Now talk to each other. First one person speaks, then the next person speaks. खड़े हो जाओ खड़े होके स्नैपशॉट ले लो उनके करके हाँ वर्टिकली आके करो यू कैन मूव अराउंड द कैमरा दैट्स ओके हैप्पी थिंग you can, if you think you have got a wonderful advice to give, just think it out loud. And maybe one of your strength could become a strength of the other person. There's always to exchange. Continue. Now we can change the side. Other person can have a discussion if the other person haven't got a chance to speak. Please continue. Other person in the group only. Panchul, Shinayu, your exercise is done?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Wonderful. Did you got some good advice or suggestion? Did you discover some new struggle and new strength? My screen is off, please. Yes, Shinayu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhu.
Where is our Panchal?
Sorry, वो मीटिंग ही मिल रहा था. Yeah, yeah, we shared our,
Was it helpful?
we had kind of the same like points,
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was. Some of them were different, so
Okay.
we learned based on what we did.
Okay. Okay. What about the girls? How was it? Was there something that you can learn from each other?
Yes.
Was there someone's strength that you realized that you can also cultivate?
Yeah.
Or you were just laughing at each other's weaknesses? Okay. All right. Online is done. Offline team. Yes. So let's hear from all of you before we conclude the session and go into the next part of it today, final part. Any reflections? Yes, please take the mic. You can record it. Yes.
The main thing that makes my mind calmer and more focused is that when I do my own hobbies. And you know what makes my mind like restless and anxious? It's that doing what others tell me to do and not focusing on myself.
Okay. How is the conversation among you? Was it helpful in any way?
Yeah, it was kind of similar.
So you both had a similar situation. Was there anything that was an add-on?
Yeah, it was. I got this point from her that playing sports or doing my hobbies in between things makes me calmer.
Okay. What about you?
So we were discussing, like, I had points that things that make my mind calmer are like hobbies, which I cannot do regularly. Like, it isn't possible for me, so I can try that more. And also meditating and chanting. And chanting only if like my mind is already calm, or else it make like I'm distracted, and then I do inattentive chanting if I'm distracted.
Okay. Please slide, please, for everyone. So what drains our mind? This is generally for everyone. Scrolling on the screen for no reason. One video to another video. That drains our mental energy. Late night screen time. That drains our mental energy. Watching too much horror movies. Then अपना खुद का घर भी भूत का बंगला बन जाता है ज़्यादा हॉरर मूवी देखोगे and mother becomes that the witch or the diana from the horror movie. So be careful of that. Arguments, overthinking, comparing yourself with others, these all drains, it stresses out. I don't know, somehow some of you have not written that. It was more about if I get to do what I like to do, focus. If I don't do what I like to do, then it drains. But these are the things that drains. What feeds the mind? So these are hobbies, right? Reading, sports, prayer, nature, good conversations, studying something that I enjoy. Great. Anything about you girls? Anything that you had an add-on conversation from the conversation you learned? Okay, okay, pass on the mic here. It's too shy. The boys. It's on, it's on. Quick, quick, quick.
So I share like can you please again?
So anything from the conversation, did you learn from the conversation with each other? Was there any add-on?
Not something special, but yes, he advised me to when I shared that like I get drained through news and all that stuff, and I want to watch everything. So he advised me that you should give your mental space a bit and make your mind calm. Try to relax it a bit and
Okay.
say that there are a lot of like more than uh, lifetime's content on the platform, so you just can't watch everything.
Okay, thank you. Anything for you? Any advice or add-on?
Um,
It's on, it's on. Go ahead, quickly.
any advice or add-on? Um,
In the conversation, did you learn something?
I mean, it was a very short conversation, to be honest. Like, he told me about his problems and all, and I gave him the suggestion, and then you just asked to talk now, so we couldn't get on my part.
Oh, you had a big list?
It wasn't a big list. His list was bigger than mine, to be honest.
Okay. Oh, let's do it after the session, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's move forward. So, last thing on this topic of mind control. Um, I don't know if this is space in the book. There is a space in the book. Please go to chapter 6, page number 72. There is a space in your book, empty lines. So, what is it? Slide deck, please, Prabhu. What is the toolkit? There are two things, the exercise and the diet. So, write down the exercise. One thing that I would like to start doing to give strength to my mind. One commitment. You can write in the book itself? Yes. This is your book, right? So, you can write in your book itself. No, not the notebook, the book. Page number
Rahulji, can
72.
you repeat the question?
Page number 72, the question is up on the screen. So write down, so you're going to write two commitments, one thing that will help your mind and one thing to practice that gives strength to your mind. That is the exercise. So what can you do, that will strengthen your mind? One thing that you can pick up. It could be meditation, it could be reading, it could be something which you can do on daily basis. Take it as a commitment that I'll take out 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 5 minutes of time every day because that helps my mind, that feeds my mind. One commitment, one thing for yourself. What is that one commitment you can write? Only one. Just at least do it just one commitment right now. Okay, those who have done the one commitment. Second thing is, what is one thing that I will reduce which has been causing too much distraction to my mind? Maybe reduce my screen time, maybe reduce gossip, maybe reduce overthinking, maybe reduce argument. What is one thing that I can reduce so that my mind does not become weak? You need pen or something? क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग? पेन नहीं है? तो बुक में पेन से लिख सकते हैं ना? ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम. लिखो लिखो अभी तुम लिखो जो लिखना है. Just do one thing, not too many things, just one thing. Everyone has got one thing to do, one thing that you can practice, and one thing that you would like to reduce. When you go back home, take a screenshot and send it to me. So I will have it as a record. So when I meet you a month later, so I know what was going on, I can ask you after a month later, could you improve on it or not? Okay? So do send me a screenshot of it afterwards. Everyone done writing this? Achintya? Almost, okay. Why you have to refer your notes? Oh, just checking your struggles. Yeah, okay. Girls? कर लो, पेंसिल से लिख लो, ठीक है. ये कल्चर है क्या? नोटबुक में पेंसिल से लिखते हैं? Really? Why? I've given you so many lines now. Cut it and write again. What's the problem? Okay. All right, done. Maybe wherever. Yeah, you can write in your diary. Oh, so you have not written only for that reason. Oh, that's not a good reason. No, write down. I'm specifically saying that's not a good reason. So you have your notebook, right? You can use your notebook to write it. All right, so you do that. Go back onto the slide deck, please. So doing the completion before I come to a fun exercise and few quick assessment here. So session 1, the ask so far, what we did is, why am I confused? The identity crisis. Please make a note of it as a summary slide so you remember what all we have discussed so far. Quick. The session 1, we spoke about why am I confused? Identity crisis. Chapter 1, Arjuna. Session 2, who am I? The soul. Remember the exercise I asked you? You look at certain way right now. Remember yourself when you were 5-year-old, how different you look from your 5-year-old. Remember that exercise? That is session 2, who am I? Then session 3, how do I decide? How do I make a decision? So that was the first framework introduced to you in session 3. Then session 4, which is 4 and 5 because we had 2 sessions for session 3. Who do I trust? Second framework. How do I find out the influencer? What are the qualities of somebody who can give me advice? And the third framework was the growth framework or growth checklist. Am I growing or not? So influencer checklist and growth scorecard was shared with you, which was probably done yesterday. And for this session, we talked about how do I train my mind. There are two things to analyze: what is feeding my mind and what is draining my mind. Like this, we had covered 4 frameworks or checklists to train ourselves. All of you made note of it? All right. If in case you're still struggling to write it, I've shared the screenshot in your parents group. You can always check it out there. Fine. So concluding this session, tonight's challenge. Before you go to sleep tonight, what is the one vairagya we can practice? Try to do that. Put your phone in another room. If in case you have a habit to sleep with your phone next to you. Any one of you? How many of you have a phone with you, by the way? 1, 2. Not here, at home also? Okay, okay. I will recommend one for you, don't worry. It doesn't. She felt so heartbroken. Okay, okay. All right, you have it. And you have it. Okay, that also doesn't do anything. Okay. Okay, when you get one soon, and when you have that one soon, then you practice it. Put your phone in another room before you go to sleep, okay? And you can do this, sit for silence for 2 minutes, count your breath, or else you can take to chanting. All right? Please read out who has the mic. Mike. Please, Chinta, go ahead.
The mind is not broken, it's trained. The Gita says, refrain it.
No, the Gita says, retrain it. Genius.
Retrain it. I didn't see the T.
So you see carefully. Na? So the Gita says, mind is trainable. So please retrain your mind. Hare Krishna. And now quick assessment time. Where is my slide deck? Where is the teens? And last session. And slides buzzed around. Okay, Ritesh, can you do me something? You can help me with this. You can sit here. You have a pen and paper or something? Or take his diary. Just take it. You're done writing. All of you close your diary. Those of you online, I don't know how we're going to do it. Let's see it. So we're going to have one quick competition here. The buzzer round. We don't have a buzzer. So we'll tell you how we're going to do the buzzer round. So what is it? Please pay attention. So we're going to score you for it. And let's see who wins the buzzer round. So there are going to be 15 questions. I'll show you the question. And whoever raises the hand first, that is your pressing the buzzer. Whoever raises the hand first gets a chance to speak first. And if you give the right answer, then he's going to count a score against your name. And if you give a wrong answer, then whoever had raised the hand second time will get the chance. And like that, we'll go into sequence, okay? Yeah, of course, online, but I don't know how it's going to happen for online. My attention right now is for offline audience. Therefore, I said come for the session offline as much as possible. So we'll see what happens. Or why don't you do one thing? Achha, how would you look at the online audience? You have access to online audience? You don't have access to online audience. You can do that? You have access to online audience? That's okay. You have access to online audience? So you can see their hands. Are you able to see them right now? So you're able to see them now. So all of you, please raise your physical hand, not virtual hand. Okay, online students also. So let's see. We'll decide then who raised the hand first. Is that clear? All right. Get set. Go. 1, 2, 3. The buzz around. Question number 1. Are you ready? All right. I'm ugly. I saw her hand first. Go first. Yes, Paki. Please go. That's body. Give her Paki 1 point. Haribo. Okay. Question number 2. Ready? I feel guilty about what I said. Okay, Achintya, I saw his hand. Go first. Mind. Okay, Achintya, point 1. Okay, that's an answer over here. The third question. Ready? You gotta be fast. Just buzz around. You can't be slow. I'm aware that I feel guilty. Man, I got lost. I don't know. Looks like all of you raise your hand together. Okay. Okay, whom? Yes, Kavya. Soul, correct. Why did you say soul? Aware. Thank you for that. Because aware. Okay, good. That was a tricky one. Question number 4. When I click, the question may come automatically, and not one by one. So you got to be ready. You can't cheat, huh? Before the question comes, you raise your hand. I'll disqualify you. Okay. Okay. Now this is gonna be a little tricky. You have to complete the statement now. It's no more MCQ. Okay? Complete this. Your job is the effort. Okay, I saw her hand go off first. The result is not your job. Very nice. Wonderful. Hi, both. Give 1 point. Hey, क्या कर रहे हैं ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स कुछ हाथ उठा रहे हैं उनका लेट उठ रहा है वो भी बिकॉज ऑफ इंटरनेट लैकिंग I'll give you each one of you one point because of this thing. Don't worry. Okay. Next question. Get ready. Name the 3 questions in decision compass. All right. Please go ahead. What is mine to do in decision compass? What can I control versus what I cannot? Wonderful. Can I give my full effort and release the result? Wonderful. That was a tricky one. Thank you. You memorized it good. Okay, question number 6. Oh, you're scoring them, right? Yeah, okay. All right. What are the 3 tests in the influencer checklist? Okay, he raised his hand. Yes, Achintya. So let's add something. You give a wrong answer because otherwise, we'll give you -1. So that's the reason you will be conscious to raise your hand. So now because I gave this rule now, you have a chance. We can pass it. If you really want to answer. Otherwise, I'll call up another student. Are you confident you want to answer this or pass? हरी बोल इतना सभी ले रहा है तू Okay, Ritika, please go ahead. What are the 3 tests in the influencer checklist?
Life test, care test, and chain test.
And?
Chain test.
Yes, wonderful. The first was the chain test. Chain test is parampara or source. Life test is are they practicing themselves? What is a care test is? Do the care. Okay, perfect. Question number 7. Looks like there is a tie. And if in case there is a tie amongst the winner, then I'll ask you 2 more additional questions. They're going to be difficult one. All right, so terms and condition clear? If you give a wrong answer, you lose -1. Or not lose, you get -1. And if in case after raising your hand you decide, no, I want to pass, then you're allowed to pass. Okay, question number 7. Krishna chose Arjuna because he was which 3 things? I saw her hand go up first. He was humble, he was sincere, and he was willing. Well, he was not envious, but yeah, TK, he was willing. All right, good, 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 good. All right, question number 8. Ready? What is parampara? Okay, you go ahead. Mike, don't they can speak on the mic. Keep it on, please. Yeah.
Parampara is when knowledge is passed on to from one student to another, like from one teacher to student and then next student.
Yes, very important thing is it's a living chain. It cannot be from the old dead teacher. It is a living chain from a teacher to a student. All right. Question number 9. Question number 9. Question number 9. Complete this. Books inform and a teacher who has lived it transform. Okay, Paki gets it. Question number 10. Okay, that's the answer only. Question number 10. What is the real measure of growth according to chapter 5? Hey, your head went up very fast. Okay. Yes, Paki, go ahead. How you treat people and not your marks or achievements. Okay, okay. Question number 11. Question number 11. What does the lotus leaf analogy teach us? Yes, please. Mike, quick. Okay. Oh, you forgot. Okay. Huh? Ritika? Okay, Ritika, please go ahead. What is Panchul
It said
doing?
how
What
to
is
be calm
Aishwarya?
and
None of them raising it. Yes,
how to
Ritika.
be calm,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to do your work fully and offer the outcomes
What
to
does
Krishna
the
and
what does the lotus leaf analogy teach us? That is not the lotus leaf
that
analogy.
even if the water is on the even drips on the lotus leaf, it still slips.
Mm-hmm. What is the
So it
analogy?
teaches us that mm,
It's a little difficult.
Prabhuji, can I?
कौन है? Shineyu. Yes, Shineyu.
Shini, the thing is that when you are like floating on water and it is filled with waves of problems, and is it that way?
Good imagination. Good one. Yes,
Prabhuji, may
Kavya.
I?
Who was that? Aishwarya? Akriti. Akriti, go ahead.
Just as the lotus sits on the water, but the water never drowns it, we have to be in this world, but we don't have to like get drowned by it.
Yes, wonderful. Be in this world, but don't get affected by the things of this world. All right, all right. Question number 12. Arjuna, compare the mind to what in chapter 6? Are you sure? Go ahead. You raised your hand even before I could read the question. Yes, please go ahead. The mind to the wind, the mind to the wind. Yes. Arjuna compare the wind, the rest is turbulent and impossible to control. Okay, wonderful. That was tricky. Question number 13. So everyone has got 1 point now, right? All of you have got it? Okay. Question number. What are the two tools Krishna gives to train the mind? Abhi kar hai discussion. Yes, I saw Paki's hand up first. Abhyasa, the exercise. The diet. We have to be careful, which means what needs to be avoided. Restriction, okay? So the two tools, Abhyasa and Vairagya. Question number, is there any clear winner right now or there is a tie? Okay, Paki. 6. She got 6. Wow, okay. I don't have to do extra questions then. Huh? She said 2 hours. Okay, so you should be inspired by that. Go and revise your notes. Okay. All right. Name the two columns in the mind audit exercise. Okay, yes, Achintya. Yes, the mind audit had two columns, feeding the mind and what drains my mind. And the last finale question. Who is the highest yogi according to Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, verse number 47? Ashwarya. Yes, Ashwarya.
Krishna is who thinks about the thinking about the person who thinks about Krishna is the highest yogi.
Yes, one who thinks, one who worships Krishna with faith and thinks of him always is the highest yogi. All right, so we have it. But nonetheless, we have two extra questions. Let's do that. No, that will be difficult. I'll pause here. All right, and the last thing. So there are some random sheets which I'm going to pass to all of you. Just write the answer for it in your notebook. You have 1 minute to do this exercise. Okay? Can all of you please come quickly? Rather than I do it, you come and pick up the sheet. And for the online students, I'll share with you all of you. All right, kids, come up and take your sheet, whatever you want. These are different scenarios and cases that we have already covered in our first set of discussions. So, go ahead. Oh, easy, 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 easy. Yes, yes, yes. Wait, wait, wait. Many will fall. Okay. 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 Yeah, no problem. That's okay. Please sit down. You got a 1 minute for yourself to think. And to online students, let me share that. Where is it? Can you share the screen now? How do I open it? Open with Foxit. Oh, come on. Crashed. Never mind. Okay, online kids, you're able to see this? It is on Zoom, right? I can share the
Yes,
document with.
Guruji.
Just 1 second. So let me do one thing. Let me share the document with you on Zoom, and then you can choose yourself. Zoom. Where is the Zoom here? Chat. Let me send the document there. Where is the download? You can choose any case study or any example of it of your own choice. And so you have been given a situation, all of you. Fine. I'll just read out the sample situation that I have. You have been trying to meditate for a week. Your mind wanders every single time you want to give up. So, what you need to do is how do you fix it? So, to help you with mind control, we gave you a tool set. Then just follow that tool set. Feeding the mind, draining the mind. What was the toolkit? Abhyasa, the exercise, and the diet. So please propose a solution based on that toolkit. Is that clear now? And then, in fact, I have given the tools also at the bottom. Apply the tools, Abhyasa, Vairagya. And just apply the tool and just sort it out. And then we'll discuss it quickly. Whatever way you want to do it. So at least that checklist, that tool, you're able to practice it. Otherwise, once you move out of it, then you will not remember. Any other question? Yes. Yes, yes. So you have been given a problem statement, and we have taught you certain toolkits, right? Use that toolkit. With that, come up with an answer for the situation. Imagine a friend comes to you with this a problem, and friend says, "I'm struggling to control my mind. I really want to control my mind. Can you please help him?" So you say, "Can you please help me?" You say, "Yeah, why not? I'll tell you what to do." So these are the two lists we create. And now tell me what are the challenges? What are the challenges? Or else, if you were into that situation, how would you help yourself with the given toolkits? Got it? Yes, please. Okay. What was your case study? Oh, that's the first session. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's sequence about it. Correct, correct. So you follow the toolkit? So you're supposed not to write answers based on what your intentions or intuitions, what you have been taught. The frameworks and the toolkit which have been given to you, based on that, you have to give the answer. That is how you're revising your what you learned. Okay? Clear? I can see your answer. Please bring it here. So now you discuss with your friend and ask. Yeah, so you should write down this thing now. Decision compass, what is mine to do? Give an answer. Next, nice level might be the might put. So do that way. You have just done what you think what is right, but you have not followed the framework. Please follow the framework. If in your framework there were 3 questions to answer, then write down the answers for each of these 3 questions. Don't just write what you think is right. Follow the framework. I'll call you. I'll call you. You can, yeah. No need to spend your time. If anyone is confused about their framework, come and I'll guide you what to do. Yes, please. You said how your friend barely says you're furious. So, what do you understand from the question?
It's like results and efforts.
Correct?
You can't, really control your results.
And you're getting disturbed about it. So there was a two-list framework. What is a two-list framework? What is under my control? What is not in my control? What is mine to do? What I cannot do? Prepare the list. Okay? So that is the thing. What is column A? What is column B? Did you control the mark? That's the second question. And what does effort is your result not look like here? Answer these 3 questions. Done. It's given already. Apu Govind Prabhu? Done? Please. Okay, let's do. Rather than bringing to me, why don't you both discuss with each other? Show your answers, what you have done. Please do that quickly. Till the time she's solving, both of you do, till she's ready, then you can discuss. Go ahead, quick. Online group, how is it happening? Is that framework clear what you're supposed to do? The framework is given at the bottom. I hope you're able to go through with that. So a situation like this, if it ever comes to your life, you know what to do now. And I've given you all the 8 case studies. Later in the day, please go through all the 8 case studies and apply all the frameworks that we have discussed. Fine? So that's it for today. Thank you for joining in. Stay active on the group. Once in a month, we'll be catching up. And while applying any of these frameworks, you have any doubt, please send me a message. But my humble request, when you send a message, please do write your name. Otherwise, it's difficult for me to know who's speaking to me online, okay? So thank you so much. Hare Krishna. All right, yes. We can close the online meeting, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.